This is Liberty Online TV.
Fitonians, dirty must go. And just like how for property rates and business license, FCC not the deal with cash, the service providers themselves on behalf of FCC not the deal with cash. So for you dirty must go, if you did any sign of return except the Central Business District when at Block 6, you did use the Smart Cities app. If you didn't at Block 6, you did use the Dirty Box app. Dirty must go cashless.
City Castle and the one
The world, they move fast, especially in the social media space. Every second, plenty things they happen, but waiting actually you they look for. Interesting story then at the social media where they shape your life. So, not waiting they happen at the problem, but how it they affect you. Welcome to Trends. Also, we they bring you the real story them behind the social media noise. From technology, we don't take over the office them, to see them where they happen to we every day. We they dig deep, ask the hard question them but then story here. Join the conversation with me and my panelists them. 12 o'clock every Wednesday now all the Liberty Online TV platform them. The world, they move fast, especially in the social media space. Every second, plenty things they happen, but waiting actually you they look for. Interesting story then at the social media where they shape your life. So, not waiting they happen at the problem, but how it they affect you. Welcome to Trends. Also, we they bring you the real story them behind the social media noise. From technology, we don't take over the office them, to see them where they happen to we every day. We they dig deep, ask the hard question them but then story here. Join the conversation with me and my panelists them. 12 o'clock every Wednesday now all the Liberty Online TV platform them.
This Thursday edition, we continue for look at the delays wey don dey happen with the All People's Congress APC party. As we all know, they're supposed for continue with the internal elections them where them be don't begin. And up till now, they still they get issues with the ward elections where they be done all because of petitions where they come out from members of them party na different wards them. Last week, Saturday, now in them be pull a date say then they all then constituency election we're supposed to be another phase into the internal election processes where for lead them to the National Delegates Conference where an earlier timetable will them pull. Then be say by August, then go don't go put lock off for all the National Delegates Conference. This may make the Political Parties Regulation Commission when are the parent body for all political party them where they for monitor and ensure say and supervise them for work within them party constitution them. Be extend through a directive where them be extend the mandate of this current executive to August with the hope say then go able for done all the internal elections and elect a new executive. But the elections there don't they get delay. We don't they see members of the APC, stakeholders of the APC writing letters to the Secretariat raising serious concerns about transparency and other issues then we then get suspicion for. As of last night, we understand say the APC executive and senior members them been spend very long hours at the PPRC trying for address all of the underlining issues there. This go left you the question, is the APC ready to contest in the next elections we go be 2028? Because now all of them thing they are for put in place for make them get new executive and also elect a flag bearer we go contest now this particular elections. Well, this morning we can look at all of the issues there and we can talk to somebody from the Secretariat we go can try for provide answers to all of them questions there and self address some concern them. If like remember, we be host Ambassador Almami Petito Kouma Nayaso on Tuesday when one of the party stakeholder them himself be write a letter, he get questions about transparency, especially things them where they happen with candidate list them na the Secretariat. Well, Abubakar Kagbo na national it come up from the National Secretariat himself get some concern there about a statement where Petito make inside our interview day, but we'll come to that later. Let me just welcome studio guest Abubakar Kagbo from the National Secretariat of the All People's Congress APC Party. Good morning, Abubakar.
Good morning, Kareja. Good morning, Liberty. Good morning, Sierra Leoneans.
All right, as I don't give a context to reviewers them, the Una party they face some small challenges right now, especially from the 10-day way Una don't conduct Una ward elections, petition after petition, and up till now PPRC they receive petitions, even though Una gets Una complaint board, we don't look inside some of them petition there, but yet still members are going to the PPRC. But you've been play an integral role in the registration process of Una members. Let me just start the how Una able for digitize Una system and try for sanitize them and get a central registration process.
Thank you very much. I think say the rollout or the transition where the party don't do for move from a registration will be the happen analog and now to a cutting edge digital platform. For me, it's something worthy. It's commendable. APC don't do and not just for APC but for Sierra Leone as well. And I say this for the right reason, because Sierra Leone don't actually take the lead. APC don't take the lead na Sierra Leone. All the registered political party na APC no more gets a cutting edge digital platform. That's a big push, and I can tell you why. Research they tell you say even Africa, if you take like Africa, just look at the sovereign states in Africa. Let's take about say 52 or 54, and among them you get a little over 2,000 political parties, and that's a huge number. And only 7 political parties get this platform, like APC included. So that is a massive lead APC don't take. And it speaks for itself. there is one of the reasons today where people they talk about membership now, because the digital platform come for bring transparency and accountability, and you get audit trail. So wherever people in feel say something don't happen, they must raise them question in there. If you compare what happened before, where we get just analog, it difficult for like even able for do say for the audit trail or for nothing they happen. I'm not saying things in the happen where it be say the concerns people need talk about illegitimate, but the fact that people they see, and I say this, Khadija, from where the party form, this is the very first time, in fact, we'll get a website where would they post information there, and that is how open this administration, this national executive, this is how open they've been. It not ever happen. Even the issue of candidature, it not ever happened. Mr. Sebron did not participate for a very long time. I don't contest various elections. This is the first time where I see, then they post me information online for last year. I've never seen a voter register. I've never seen a candidate list. This is the very first time. So I think say APC, because we aim for something much more bigger. We know where we are as a country in terms of electioneering process. So we want to start inwardly, follow we do the correct things first. Naramik want to put some out there. And this conversation, Khadija and Alex, is good for Sierra Leone, because that tells you democracy is actually working. So in terms of Wusau don't take this registration for Wusau Council, we're proud as APCians. Despite all the suspicion we don't happen, we get even a CSOs in this country, IGR, I don't know if now show come how them actually praised and put press releases for say APC don't get one of the best lower level elections to be conducted by a registered political party. Massive, huge. You look at with registration membership, a huge. It compared to even the ruling governments. It's they talk about 1:10, but the way we conduct ourselves now lower level, the success rates, it not ever happen, because people really feel say there will be a turmoil on the day. But apart from few here and there, it's election. You don't go ever say that, they happen. But we compare to other elections, so that happen. I think it's like a big success. And you know why we succeed? Because we get a responsible, progressive, and forward-looking executive. We come up with this dream for Silo we get this system. So then one of the success we'll do. And then if you look at beyond just registration, what in the system don't also do, we want for Lefambuleno, we don't even sanitize with financial mobilization at the party. Today, in the final stage, when they say registration, people in the old money. But now, any APC and we don't register or verify, they tell you say they go pay the money at bank first, or you go pay them like orange money. And that orange money account is linked to the account of the APC. So not to money person they go withdraw. They go straight into the account. So that alone is a big thing. And you know why? It find for a lot of political parties, maybe ours in the past, we they look at godfathers in terms of for financing the party. But today, I'll proudly say this as an APCian. Whatever what they do now the party, now the membership for dues they raise, now they actually drive this party go forward. I think that's a big push where APC don't do.
I can look at when this country we campant internet business, access to technology, have serious concern. And most of us support them the upline, the villages.
Yeah.
Bringing a technology system for the political party.
Yeah.
Strategy I use how the ordinary person able for access any internet facility for making you do electronic transfer and also electronic registration.
And that is why for me as a member, I would say thank you to this national executive. When we start, the idea was the payments, for example, everybody go pay in a bank. The bank will be all they use a local commercial bank, and not to all regions local commercial bank there. But because we get a forward-thinking executive and sit down quickly and say, you know what? Now we look for another easier payment solution. For example, they say make we go na Orange. We get an account, and APC is the first political party today, Alex, for you just go na Orange, just like where they buy EDSA and this, you go to you pay money easy. Milliseconds, the money don't show na account. And the account you name for say, na Alex 9pay. So this don't even me and see na Samu usa komot. Mofufune today. Once you get that in button phone, you want put money na the APC. You don't even need internet for pay. We all use Orange money. So then one thing. And what we do also, because we know say, it's this, challenges and get for day. A lot of people is struggle, actually hard to reach areas as you rightly say. we follow the constitution of the APC to the letter. You look at Article 10C say the registration will be conducted by the National Secretariat and the district executive. So it's been devolved all the way down to the districts and to the constituencies to the ward. And these are the natural settings where we membership then they. It's easy for them and they able for do it and do so. And to be honest, the success rate is huge. Even though we can get internet problem here and there, but the moment we submit that form, you don't even take the 3 minutes you don't submit them, you get a return. It's there.
With all this, we still see a scenario where people try for print fake ID cards. We're not even talking about the availability of ID card. Or don't see people don't bring in between your system. If you say the system I don't say that strong for assuring membership.
So first of all, making an attempt for beat the system is one thing, but all of those were failed attempts. I tell with authority, because you don't hear a lot of things that people they talk about all the suspicion surrounding this membership. And I must say, even the issue where they mentioned Alex, one of the people who will be there in attendance, where then tell was some side way person go print ID card. That was the old ID card. But I know the reason with me playing the Princeton cards then I know they go there. But guess what? When we come conduct to elections with all the suspicion what happened Khadija and Alex, it turns out that not even one ID card we come in Alex as a fake ID card. Not even one ID card will come in as a fake ID card. The people we register, in fact, take for the ward executive, they know the people who register. Then they go online. They understand what happened. If any number added today, then they get some. Because, once you don't actually plug in our own platform, we get an app. If any outside they make input, they see there. So it's a very transparent process. So in terms of, if you look at to the Alex, if we display with dashboard, they see number of attempted hackers them. They all fail. Otherwise, for not able we. And it's not a boast, but I can say we own security in terms of the platform we get. It is very close to WhatsApp. If you can break into WhatsApp, I know they say like for kind of your number, then say, but you have to talk about the system, then you can break into our system. They don't try. For don't get disaster. But because people they try, then they even show the IP address. If you want to do anything, the location we say is sit down. If we put with dashboard, Khadija, maybe one day will come for show Sierra Leoneans them how APC don't modernize the membership architecture.
Then in a step for telling us we will modernize more ahead of 2020.
That is the focus for us. Because things they don't do, we put in fee say, okay, it's not possible, even ECSL. And the good thing is, when we did there with petitions there, especially the one we get for the PPRC, what constitute the board, not PPRC, ECSL did it. And then we get labor, we get sort of all of them people also. Then they don't see Khadija, the stage at which APC don't reach. If you look at the voter register, it's top notch, Alex. Every registrant, aside of that, the other biodata there's a barcode, and that barcode is unique only to the person. Let's say, for instance, you get any doubt, say, is this Alex? All you need for do, flip your phone, now you app, you scan the barcode. If not Khadija and Face, they come clean than what you see and yourself. We get all this. So, in terms of what you don't do for setup, I think it's going to 2028. It has to be the decision of ECSL and other bodies the way they conduct election at this country for say, but there is no option other than follow get a credible election.
But all these structures, but concerns still labor availability of national party card and membership.
So in terms of people and we don't register for getting card, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, I think say we don't do a lot well, but as I say, Alex, there are certain issues that we need for correct as we go along. When you start something, even let's say for instance liberty, when I start with a vision, and gradually me as a Serena proud for doing this, I'll say a very, 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 very well done studio. But you start gradually for Richard. The vision was there. We not lost nothing. We not lost no dry. We keep pushing. What's really happen now because we get structures na APC. When the ID card didn't come, at least we don't know say we not Secretary General na China and they go do a lot of printing. So then now you get forgetting cards there so. And you know, Alex, if you form a structure, even within Liberty, you have to allow people to perform their role. Along the way, there's politics. Some cards, they're not able to reach to them, people them. But we circumvent that. What we do, we tell people and say, if you card loss, come to the National Secretariat. If you want it printed, we can print it.
But there are times where it's a lot of allegations.
Yeah.
Or should I say accusation?
Yeah.
Will go out, especially from members within the APC who fall at different camps of the flag bearer. I remember at some points there was this accusation say there's a house na Dipiawata who say wanna go set up a parallel center for print ID cards just for put by Mahmoud at an advantage.
Okay. So when somebody say let's set up a parallel center, it means the center is being run by people who know the mainstream APC. You understand? I am the national coordinator. I get the approval from NAC. So that tells you whatever move we'll make, a day in the best interest of the party. And I can tell you why. You know, what's in the happen at APC right now? Some man, instead of for something up, he can seek for answers, Khadija. It is sit down, he build up an agenda. And in fact, like we talk to some people and say, now by Mahmoud get the host. But later they find out, say, nothing gets them. As somebody where they all the way America, they supposed to me know. You understand? Now in donating host. And a lot say the reason what make we go there. After we don't actually get the data for let data go, because now a new system, you get for those stress vulnerability test and all that, we'll find out say much needed to be done. In fact, a lot of people make a huge mistake. Khadija, I go already say there's a time when I left now for go overseas for go register diasporans them. So it happened, you know, because the system was new, you get for go and scan a barcode, where scan the form come na your phone for input. A lot of mistakes were done. What? Khadija for day word 453, the post way input for you. Not maybe now the very first time the user a mistake, and we can't we they pull them as it is. So when the member find out say, and most of them the implication is that some saying that word executive, they get for contest that word, they mistakenly pull them for 456, then can go now 457. So then get for come back to we. So the moment we find out say their issues there, them plenty. We'll try for resolve them at party office, we central office. But you know sometimes the party office they become chaotic. If you want to do technical job, you cannot, Khadija. I'm kidding not. Because imagine everybody they come in and everybody's so apprehensive. So we spoke to the leadership for say, we need to fence somewhere. And different places were suggested. Somewhere in Eastern and everything, we can't get this person. I don't build a brand new house. They give it for free. We didn't even pay anything, electricity and everything. Now they will go sit down. And within that short space of time. But for tell you say it was just hearsay. When I don't understand, say the voter register will pull for ward election, therefore don't challenge her. But nobody not challenge her because it reflects what really happen at local level, what's in register.
What's really the happen with the Secretariat? Because recently we don't see on our members them they write to the Secretariat raising issues of transparency in all of them processes there where they go on now, especially the build up to the constituency elections. We go and discuss later.
Okay.
We don't see a letter from Almami P. Koma or interview. The most recent one, Adi Macaulay, we write to the Secretariat for make the voters register and candidate list. Now wanna make it easy because in belief say the way how it is on the website, not all man go able get access to them.
Yeah, I agree. So I want to start with the voter the candidature list first of all, because I think say now it don't bring a lot of issues. I'm not saying the votes the membership, the eligible register of voters instead don't get challenging people and they talk about. You know, as I say, this is the very first time what we do so, Khadija, it's a novelty. Me don't contest. Senior comrade Adi Macaulay don't contest for position. And so as my big brother, Honorable Ambassador Amami Petisokoma insisted on contest for position. There was never a moment, even when we get the 2022 constitution, when we get the ITGC for conduct elections, you don't ever see a glimpse of a voter register, or you see what they call a candidate list. This is all down to the readiness of this, with the late chairman, may so rest in perfect peace. When another area we talk, say we want a level playing field. It's not just something where they talk, you get for demonstrate them in practice. These are the things then. It is not provided for in the constitution of the APC for say you get for publish lower level. I know it's about the NDC, but lower level for say you get for publish a candidate list. But because also we saw issues, Khadija, when we can day na secretariat, we look at, you don't deploy a technology, you get for the watch 247 for security that happen. We find out say, especially with Kampa constituency, it's a very, 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 very sensitive part. This is where they start for build up, you delegate them. And everybody they try for undoing you in company. So what you plan do, what you find out, and what you make you publish, we'll find out, say, the moments where that data be done day for ward elections. If Khadija is a registered member of the APC, your details are there. And when somebody knows, say, you know the current constituency secretary, for example, which means you get for can contest, and constituency secretary now a delegate. So what people don't do, the moment you open that platform, then go register for you for deputy women's leader. We get them problem that therefore push you out. Because when they can't register, you cannot register. So find out the issues, complain and begin come now. So you know what? Now push this data online. And that, so we push it online, we manage for begin controlling issue. It's no fault of our own, but it's the politics we they play down there. Much of this way there is so. I'm glad the way it's so come. This is the very first time we even flag bearer and gets a level playing field. And I want to say thank you to them, because the contribution they don't put in terms of stabilizing our membership at local level, it's the big thing we don't do. But beyond that, there's also contest. Everybody want for win. Everybody want for outsmart in company. So in that process, they work with different people.
But I did go further for argue say most of una members that are the rural area not get access to internet, neither smartphones.
I understand.
So if you are conducting an elections, especially when an internal party politics on the play now, why una just choose for publish the voter list online?
Okay, so the key to this is very simple. When you take, let's say for instance, you put on a WhatsApp, how many people are in that WhatsApp group? But the moments when people say, oh, the voter register is in a apcsl.net. Simple. You go there, you download what you want. And you know they only download which they also download for across the country if you want to see a picture of what's happen. The moment where you put something just enough, you tell them don't put on there. That is a one-stop shop for everybody, not just this, for different things. Now the platform that you will get way easy, because Khadija, sometimes if I give Alex a constituency chairman, I'm not the accuse them. You say go piss them. Sometimes it delay for good day. And you get this timeline, you want to make people know.
But the same issues on they try for avoid. Nine other people and they accuse una for, especially una in this secretariat. There are lots of accusation of manipulation happening with all this list where una just decide for put online rather than paste them na the party office where everybody come and verify.
So if it's a party office, this is the question also they ask. What about me and Sinama Fufune? Constituency 062 Nasamu. He put something at party office now. How are you going to notice it happen? Our idea is now for get this thing today. You know, just like we get this system we play, they pay everywhere. Our dream is for let everybody forget some, because the moments when they don't read this, say this is wrong put a Karija. The only reason which make people for complain are because they don't see the list. Now that make people will get concerned in the complaint. I understand we have to do better. And that make today we don't get even directive from PPRC for tell we the other added steps we for take just for enable this transparency we they cry for make sure say when we get this, every district headquarter office Therefore, go put on it. Just like where ECSL can pull out in provisional register of eligible voters there in the country. You put on the people in Kande. But I even also get a small concern. You take certain districts, they win a huge, take like a, let's say, Konadugu, for example, one, say, constituency, or let's say, you get one chiefdom na that area, a big pass, even a district na Cambia by land mass. So how do you take all of this for make sure, say, out of the 132 constituencies that everybody, and not just the constituency center, because people then did different side. For me, the internet, it will take time, Khadija. But today, umama them, even them message I would send, then they listen them. It takes time for a good day. This one, DPS don't give you time will be so for generate them and make sure you will not the only post online or for scatter them. If we use different ways about for go put on a district headquarter. But me one for go beyond that constituency, ward, and this will they ask. Now we all get APC. Khadija, I tell you, for 24 hours I have not slept. If it's feel a joke, we start petitions yesterday 8 a.m. Now PPS are come also akaya. We only take break because of media. The coordinator for IMC said they go na other TV. We go back and go sit down. And this is the level of commitment we want for members them. When it comes up, at this very, very, very crucial moments, we they actually ask every executive member of the APC for do in your bits. Secretariats cannot do it all. We pull something for say now we go and paste that all across the country, and that make the party get structure. Well, there's a lot of people where they appreciate way, but you get few where they talk, where they count something, and maybe the concerns they're also genuine. It creates headline, but the bulk of the people today, the APC people in my brother, I am proud of what we don't do, because now this system now define APC as an institution.
But I will now accept say. It's not genuine, it's not democratic concerns when there is than begin fitting when they like as you have said people petty with the concerns.
No, I'm not saying that at all. Because first of all of them people there with there is concern, so they all get vested interest. And the moment where somebody feels say something is not right, they talk. The only thing I'm waiting me be expect for senior comrades. This is a party, the party gets structure. Khadija, if I write you a letter just now, I needed answers. At least it's a secretariat. You wait for them to respond to you.
So waiting bad if people like Ambassador Petito and Adi Macaulay them states their concerns and write.
There's nothing wrong. I know they say it and do it wrong. That is not what I'm saying. But also beyond that, you know today how social media, it's just that platform. When you put something there, whether it right or wrong, the perception, politics is a perception game. And it's very difficult. It's that perception we diffuse for they get them. It's virtually impossible. Now that's make with the appeal to we senior comrades them, particularly we come para that candidature list we didn't talk about. It is not provided for in the constitution. We don't do them.
But if even the constitution not provide for the candidate list
to be posted,
think say for the sake of fairness and openness and everybody for know who that it contest against.
I agree with them in totality. But the point why it's try for say that now where you move beyond that and begin say I feel like saying that this, I feel like saying that, you're creating a perception.
But these are elections. Election is small one they can say no day.
I understand. And even the post where they come and can create that narrative where it be say it's not close to the truth. It's election. When people are not sure of things, but they talk about the level of the people what they make sense, they have access to the leadership. And I saw some of these letters, they even copied national chairman. And even though we don't get we on a secretariat, the national chairman immediately, less than an hour, he don't copy it. You have to respond, you have to do something to this. And all of their response, I will not write them.
So why Una want people who don't do physical, for example, physical application.
Online application.
Yes, for go to the presiding office on the day of the election for validation. This is not a cause chaos.
I don't feel say we even say for validation if you look at the press list. Again, because people don't get a perception They don't even read the public notice for what it stands. Okay, this is not us. NAC be sit down in the wisdom of NAC, they say, just like for the concerns them way Alex don't raise, not so all man gets access to internet and what's a view. People and they, if you say they do online application, Khadija, it take you like 1 minute, 2 minutes, you don't do them. But what about that mommy who able for do them? And na valid member na APC. Now that's make NAC advice make we get manual applications as well, because technology should not be a vehicle for disenfranchised other people for use them. And it's the same thing what we gonna PPRs. PPRs also direct. In fact, in a directive and GUI, they say we need for roll out manual application. But here is the problem. When you roll out a manual application, let's say through the regional chairman, you get for send to the district chairman, you get for go to the constituency chairman to the ward and reach there. Look at that time, and you will see, don't know, it's at 3 minutes. You go online, you do them. It don't done. We don't get some milliseconds. You don't kind of secretariat. Now, where you don't get this, what's the difficult side there, Khadija? Now the returns, because you get for also pass from one person. It's not the same as this. That same what we published, and that I don't tell you now say there was an issue. We see people and go register. Then even they apply for people without their consent. We hear all of these stories, and one people they know. They don't know, so they don't come to we. Because if I say Alex for come for constituency chairman, I don't see his name as youth leader. He don't pass the age. If we not publish, you know they know what's going to happen. And that publication I spark a lot of what's in good playing come. So now you don't do manual. You don't come to we. The problem with manual is this, and I want to at least few of them follow this. If you do electronic, before the first thing they do first an eligibility test. You scan your card. That's moments, and they tell you say the election where you want come contest for, because for APC for constituency we get an article 55 will say if you don't dinner the party for 2 years and fully paid up. As you scan your card through that platform, it comes to you say Khadija, you are eligible. Khadija, yes, you don't dinner the party for 2 years, but your payments you get for 1 more year subscription. So once you pass that side, the form they open. If you not pass it, the form not they open, already stop. But for do a manual now, you know they go through that. Now Secretariat work, which means you go fill out the raw form, you put your MP number when a orange, we get for campus and verify the payments. Where if you do online, all that verification day, now seamless. Now we they can verify payments. Now we can verify your ID card if you're not APC member first. Now we they can't check first if you don't pay the right money or you fill on it in criteria before you input them. So imagine we don't post that one first for expose the issues there. So the moment we don't find so Khadija in manual form don't come. Yes, you don't pass all the forms, the steps them. We input them. Now this input you can do, and people when we apply before the deadline, we begin input the manual. You know they do on one day because they come plenty.
So why the Secretariat accepts manual application from candidates them, but some of them name not appear na the online published candidate list?
When they bring another experience. They bring manual form number. Imagine the kind of hundreds, then hundreds, lots, couple of hundreds. You have to process them first. As you process, you input. As you process, you input. And we don't input. Someday we not input. But even though we Secretariat don't input them, what do they do back? It is sign all the certified one. We give back the person. Now then why we talk, just in case young way we not able for input on time, but we don't do all the checks them, then give them. We do an award election, no problem, Khadija. No problem at all. So it's just a repeat of that. And for me, this election will they go through. The only reason to make it a lot of this now because it's very sensitive now constituency elections. But we don't do an award, there was no problem. But because this is a form about 60 or little over 60% of the delegates. Now that make all of them questions that people ask. But there's nothing they wouldn't do where it be say deal with the due process.
One concern with Ambassador Petito is that the list will not be published first. Some people do appear at unopposed. There are lists on account published now. They say no people don't go unopposed. Already, they don't put other person back. So as you mentioned, Mr. X, we don't get to believe saying no unopposed. He don't get all this believing all this while. Now that list don't come on. Candidates on the day. You don't even know some are not even checked again. If we don't get upset, don't go and oppose. Why don't they happen?
Well, so first of all, I think what we need to underscore is this. That National Secretariat, because we want to let the returns and can speedily, the National Secretariat, the Secretariat inputs at time. See, they do a cut-off date. But there's nothing where they stop the National Secretary General. Nothing the way they stop them. After we don't put, I'm just saying, when they stop and say, for also process which we don't put. We can't pay elections business, Alex. I know some people want to forget some very easy. But we have constitution. We have a constitution. There are sacred provisions. Article 12, the right of a member to vote and to be voted for. This administration, they play with them. Imagine you don't do everything. You don't do in manual form. You rely on this constituency chairman. But for some reason, and all of things that don't happen, Khadija, just because Alex, when they talk fine, and then see their Tunisian say they contest for chairman, they see when I sit down somewhere when they eat food. They don't make for later inform the delay. And now that person you go know. Now when we publish, but waiting at the determinant thing for no serious possible don't apply. Now the date we pay in a bank, it show dates. Now you payment slip for say you pay before time. You can't pay na orange money. The date that MP number, say it gets a date. The day where you make the payments, we can. When a person give it a convincing explanation, say he don't do every 20 party tell him, but because he rely on the structure lets him down. It is our responsibility not to disemphasize that person.
The explanation of the person given,
yeah,
it didn't in line with the deadline date.
It did in line with the deadline because in payments, it don't happen at what elections. Some people even a manual form not come quick. When we cannot say, yes, they don't pay, then just one for push them in a corner, Khadija. And that is the responsibility of a national secretary for make sure, say, no one is left behind, no one is disadvantaged.
Talking about deadline dates.
Yeah.
The 48-hour deadline for correction of voter register.
Yeah.
This now one way, the letter way Adi Macaulay writes to and the Secretariat.
Yeah.
It's not practical and it against the APC constitution.
Yeah.
Ona agree, ona still believe say the time enough.
So first of all, I think we don't move from that now because PPRC don't give directives. But I will come to this, at least for clarity. PPRC don't give directives, I get the nice way I want for at least the viewers who remember say they know. The 48 hours, the reason we could do this, Alex, in the wisdom of the National Secretary General, when you give people a long time, like so they talk about exigence of time, we don't DBN, you give them a long time. Me, my own experience at National Secretariat, they will come back, even if you give them 1 month, they will come back, they not do it and get for do on time. But we give them short time. Believe me, the success rate, the number of people who sit on our secretariat who they wait. We staff them did now they do this work. No problem, but couldn't travel. All our we get this issue and did it now. We don't able for coming, they send information, we verify them, we do the corrections. But come on, we don't postpone elections, don't postpone election. You give person 1 week, it won't take 2 weeks. I'm not saying their concern is not legitimate, but it is expedient at this moment, say, every APC and for ready for work. If me go sit on a PPRC yesterday, and the other day I not sleep, what's happiness, so even my health. But because I have a role to play, I cannot let down the members, especially the grassroots. I sat there during petitions up to this morning, Alex, and I come over Kanaso. And I come again for good day back for good conclude.
The same grassroots and they accuse Una
yeah.
of all them discrepancy there when they point out, say, it not supposed for happen, and people like Ambassador Petito believe, say, if Una sweep their wire over the carpet and go into the constituency elections, the kind of petitions Una go get after that election day, it go boku pass what Una get for the world election.
That was the thing we put in the envisage. Khadija, the final say we don't do, before I answer that question, we don't do world elections. You see the accolades say we come out right across. We say APC in a surprise way. But let's don't forget one key thing. For me, we get 2022 constitution. This is the very first time we will put them to test. And Khadija, I tell you, when we go them petitions there, so over 70% of them were dismissed. 70%, no grounds. But because it is their constitutional rights to petition, can you stop them? And you go be surprised, some of them petition, and not to the first time, they don't petition ICB rule against table, can a PPRC, then can do rerun, PPRC rule, say no, this election, okay, let's rerun, or this Olam. As they go do rerun, then they come back for petition. And you know the people who they petition more. Anybody we don't lost elections, some of them. I'm not saying some don't have valid reason, but the people who don't lost the election clean. Now then defend way for do them petition. Because see over 70%. When the statistics come out, so they ask yourself, why are we there in the first place? But it's their rights.
Now we'll go back to the list. You say the Secretary General get it right. For put as long as sometimes somebody delay will fuck out your manual slip.
Yeah.
We also get the responsibility for tell una membership. Come out say XYZ be don't happen.
Yeah.
So because of that, decide for do this and correct time. Why not just come out to the list without communicating to the membership?
We did communicate to our membership.
So why other people they question, for example?
And in fact, the first publication we spark all of this way. Me big brother. I'm from Gambia. My big brother, so we look at us as a daddy. We make you say this. Now for the same reason, where we say there are problems, we publish, make all of things here they happen. And when we make that publication, Alex, there was a public notice where we come with the publication for tell people the steps they will take. And for also expose certain things and say, we not say I'm just clearly for say make sure you pay attention to this list. Because we also have to be very careful with our messaging. But we knew what we communicated to the members. And in fact, we get a lot of returns the way come. So this is the thing. If person say, like what me big brother say, let's say Honorable Ambassador Almami Petito, if he say because if you don't see that first list, but that list they now waiting they didn't for they now they don't add. This is the question we want to ask. You don't give anybody consent for they apply for you. You want to go for women's leader, then go put you as a youth leader. The age don't pass you. Is it not your rights? Why not you give you consent for lay? You can't speak and put yourself someone for day. Now that's what we do. No, we not do nothing.
So now the correction you make,
Now they increase the number, and then also the manual say they come with the inputs. The number get for increase. Because once you allow a hybrid approach into the application, let people not focus on that. I think what they say before we publish, we for don't input everything, but they don't know the reason we publish. But if they be focused on that public notice we put out with that first publication, therefore don't know the reason why, because they see a lot of problems every day.
This secretariat, una conduct election, una get any interest?
As in, we would
for any candidacy interest.
Well, if for don't see Alex, una na journalist them, una know the political parties at this country. This is the very first time even Kadijawo don't conduct that ward elections. I don't know if you get a glimpse of it. We hear from a lot of candidates, some quarters and for me win. So that tells you everybody's a winner. Another win-win. Wait till they try for do. We want to make the level playing field as practicable as possible. Now that's one for do. The level playing field we announced by the late chairman.
But this same level playing field we did talk about, so now for create, make a lot of people, especially when they don't come out and talk, they question how the level playing field is. They question on a transparency in all of this. They question the tendency the way all of this gets for create fauna.
Well, Karija, as I tell you, it's politics. Politics now emotionally charged game. Now I read politics first of all. It's a game of perception, Karija. There's no secret about it. Within a political party, me and you to party outside of politics. You contest with Alex, for example, for organizing secretary position. Because of we get this relationship and see we sit on one restaurant where they eat. That other candidates pass. Me a national officer. Oh, ABS now this person they support. You cannot stop people from thinking that. But we know they allow for that old way. What will they do? Now for make sure say we do the right work. People always point finger, but we on results. Now we count on. If we don't get that result we'll get from ward elections, nobody no ever complain about the data. There's never know where we get observers where we go. Everybody was there, flag bearers, all man be there out. Not a single fake card, as people may think. Not even one. So for me, the Secretariat is working. But because it's a highly contested elections, people have interest. Every little thing, the perception, what they get? A lot on a daily basis.
Some of our members, they they talk about this system.
Yeah.
And they worry say this system fits create more confusion and open door for favorism. What are the safeguards we una put in place against that? They know candidates not feel like this the system they favor them, because as I stated earlier, accusations don't they come strongly on una, especially that where they accuse una say una move the whole registration center to a house that the pay water where you don't clarify waiting exactly una be they do they.
Yeah.
But this system they scare some other people say they favor a particular individual where they contest for flag bearer.
So just quickly, let's go back before the system. When this idea came, Loelansana Moyale, God bless him, this is a dream. He came with this. He engaged the then chairman, late chairman of blessed memories, Alhaji Minkailo Mansare. And then in deputy, then with the act as a chairman now, Honorable Ambassador Usman Fodi Ansane, and other stakeholders, we engage about this system. There was a lot of pushback. Khadija, I never knew I was going to aid this process. I was in Sierra Leone, because anytime we then say elections, some of who they come in for help the party as elections experts. This idea came, and some of us saw the feature. We go sit on a meeting, then begin crying down, because people are not comfortable with it. And I'll tell you why. If you get a system before then they use, when are people in the handle money for registration, and now nobody know the church money, do you think everybody will be comfortable about it?
It's not about the money.
No, it's and I tell you some of the reasons, not to just one thing.
The system no they prevent anybody for get access to money.
Yeah.
Granted.
Yes.
But the question why they ask you now the area of favorism.
Well, if let's say
system
favorism,
favoring a particular individual.
If let's say favorism, here is the key. You being a district chairman for West like a manga. If manga say let them use a number, it gets in accounts for register. Anybody where you don't share in accounts, as you put something on a registration, it is show to them. And guess what they know back? If you want to do an audit trail, who say you sit down, where you input, it they know. The forms that we do, the forms and get a unique barcode. No one barcode of a form is the same as the other. So you cannot even print this form, you reproduce them. Every form is unique with audit trail, very watertight audit trail. So how can you say it favors somebody?
So why are your members being suspicious, especially Nadauna Secretariat Day?
Well, as I say, can we help that? One is the technology. People are not afraid with it. I can tell you some parts of the world, like Kusai, some of who don't travel, where they deploy a new technology. People and they even think about their own data protection. They're not going to jump in them. Even when we get we get BlackBerry when them come, you know the wala be can say it. Even iPhone today, some people will not use iPhone because of the security thing. People they take and say iPhone where you get iPhone, you don't know how they use them. So say there's a way with it, a picture, it they go now a server. Our security, so all of this. People then get this concern. And I tell you the other concern, diaspora. What make diaspora registration can lead? It's the fact that because we tell people and say the registration is seamless, it is Sidona you can place, you put your card. People don't trust Africa for put them and cut them. So the suspicion is always there until it take bio till the diaspora begin use them. Now it don't become user friendly.
ABS, some of our members them,
yeah,
all the views say,
yeah.
Like waiting Ambassador Almami Petito talk to Tuesday State.
Yeah.
If una go into them constituency elections there,
yeah,
with all of them pending issues there,
yeah,
where people we don't write to una don't highlight.
Yeah.
The fear na that not only petition cases we go boku past the word election petition cases, even court cases go come up.
Yeah. So Khadija, we don't go ward, we don't get courts. You know, sometimes
but una still not able move past word it.
You know why?
Una still get problems. You
know why?
Una still the answer
but you know
to
the
petition
but you know the reason why?
You just tell me say
yes.
Una almost spend the night na PPRC.
No, not almost. This morning. And I go there back from
there. Yes. Una still there na PPRC. Trying for rectify the issues there.
Yeah.
And una want now for go na constituency elections. And una member then still they complain. Even the list, then they question the transparency of that list.
What list are we talking about here?
The candidates list and the voter list.
Khadija, when it comes to candidate list, the constitution is very clear. You know, what's now we don't fear first, and the concern will get to make, would they do the right thing? If you elect the wrong person, that person they lost. If you go win, then the petitioner and then final and can do audit trail. We get ICB, Elections Complaints Board, and if they want certain information from we, now then right for make to provide them for them. Now make I say the audit trail is very, very clear. It's there for everybody to see. Okay, I don't hear the ambassador. I don't hear the senior comrade at the Macaulay. They raise concerns them way they make let people in frights. This is elections we are talking about. Somebody tell me where in the world where this in the app we concern even mature democracies. We don't see so election take place in America. People in the talk say, oh, now Russia help for let Donald Trump win. People held that view as we speak today, Khadija. It's just natural. If we say, now we don't bring this technology, if we say we only expect for let people come out to perception, what you do as a national officer is to do the right thing. When the elections come, now they will be able to know the outcome, whether it's a problem. I just told you, we come on our petitions the way ICB don't look into. People then go challenge them. 70% of them, all were dismissed. You will say, okay, there's a relatively, well, it's a 30%, so it's still huge. But even that on technicalities, not so, these are elections business, you know, get nothing for do with the just because maybe you will not fail for do one or two things during elections day, because we also get elections manual, we get elections rules, we will KZ. So all of this come into play, Khadija. Before the will get the selection, none of these people know they play. But now we don't get a constitution, Khadija.
So now the constitution they prevent una not for go according to the principles of fairness and transparency when it comes to elections.
Well, for let you people somebody go first, a go petition, I go sit on the nearly 24 hours. It's fairness. Because
so
it is provided for.
Explain this list. Let everybody see name.
Well, let's tell you the ruling now.
That's fairness as well.
Let's tell you the directive now from PPRC.
We can't talk about the new directive from PPRC. Okay. Let's just try for clarify this backlog issue.
We've done it. We did it during ward. Khadija, I just told you.
But then they question the channel where una put some of them things there. When I just the websites. This is what your members are questioning.
We had 446 words. Think about this. This is logic. We had 446 words, which is more. Now, plenty elections across the country. Now, they will publish them. Nobody not complain. Think about it. And now what we have, it's electoral college. The delegates list is predictable. What do I mean by this? Elections have been conducted at ward level. We know the winner. We know Khadija win. We know Alex win. We know ABS win. We know he's coming. And then the existing executive, they also form part of the delegates. We also get the councillors, we know all of these people. Anybody who left, easy follow, we know. Why we forget them problems there? And we'll not be getting, so we get 446 words. We cross that river day. The only reason we did petition is not as if every petition merits. They don't weigh a lot. A lot. That same way they go around the country. PPRC to weigh lots of a huge percentage of petitions. But the constitution say, if you're not happy, whether it is you get a basis for your petition or not, you can petition. Now, just today, and I say this very important. I say to people, like when somebody can bring a petition where the evidence we count is even falsified, Khadija. For me, I think every right comes with responsibility. If you bring a falsified document, what you don't do first, you don't waste the party in time. I think there should be a penalty for that. Because this all they reduce, you have to cocksure. Khadija, if you're going to court, somebody go say if you're going to court now win and loss. But you have to rely on your evidence. But you go make evidence. People they make evidence can't go, then they throw them.
ABS, you go agree with me, say the accusation there on this whole process involving the Secretariat. Not to today them picking.
Thank you.
At some point they don't accuse una for print forms. And also they accuse una for move the Secretariat na the pure water and they operate na net. And then same accusation they are still they come at the eve of the constituency elections.
That was the best, I repeat, the best reason we would ever take.
For move go na the
if we not be do we start in a party office to begin work, my sister. Na party office 2 days will not fit. I dey work as national coordinator. When Honorable Usman Abdallah Timbo left, the National Advocacy Committee also think because of the role where they play, make her be the direct assistance on administrative issue to Lawyer Lance Dumbuya. So you can see how the portfolio done big. Now, I get a team of people who they work. The party offices are building owned by members. Sometimes certain job, I can do and I talk to you. But when they play with data, you need that serenity and everything. Can you operate? What's how you try for correct data? This we're talking about very close to 180,000 data. And one data gets a lot of buy data we put you want for put and for it, you know, see so I pull and stand the test of time. People they can't ban the mouth, people can't talk to you because in card not come out yet. We reach a point we say, we're not going to do this work. We begin ask, we talk and force with leadership. What do we do? And begin say, okay, Lord, go yonder, Lord, go yonder. That's how we end up yonder. And to be honest, it help we because within 2 weeks we fix all of those problems. Some people, and let's say you even know the input, Khadija. What say we get 5 words? Then they make mistake. Then they input for word 205. Even word 207 people are in the inputs them.
But you say that the best decision will be ever take.
Yeah.
But this individual, we get this house to sound and move the Secretariat. Now somebody they contest for a diaspora Secretary General position. Now the United States.
Yes, please.
The issue of independence.
Yes,
if you give una in oath for do them kind of thing in the
free
and in the contest for a position. So sound they draw the line.
So waiting correcting data we get for do toward elections na Sierra Leone. Therefore, do diaspora. That's
but
why
it gets somebody where they support. It gets a candidate.
No.
You cannot deny that.
No, what I say, Khadija? Diaspora elections. When you look at the constitution, there's an article, separate article 31. What see the diaspora as a different creature of we party. Diaspora registration. We're not even church them until that time. We will not even church them because diaspora. We look at diaspora data. 1 grain they will process them, but Sierra Leone is different. So this policy in data will not church them. Now this bench and that will publish for them. Will not church them. We go under. It was an open thing. This is where chairman in the camp, constituency chairman in the camp, we did it in a morning. Everybody who said don't make mistake for correct them. I think we did a fantastic job. I'm not saying people not for suspect this, but it's the same thing. Nobody asks questions. People then go and build up the. But I'm sitting here very proud that that action we take will be sanctioned by the leadership. Now in gets we now in make way people and come out for what elections.
Would that be approved that decision?
Leadership
through the NAC.
When I say leadership of the APC, administrative, there are certain administrative things them we don't get for go NAC.
You don't need for
no. You don't need a NAC approval. Because I can tell you there are certain side where they go meet, where they go east district to go meet there. Do you need an approval for every meeting where they move from the party office? As long as society they go, what you they do now the right thing.
Let's just read this message. Honorable was Ninjaya Smith sent. They ask about how una go ahead for increase. He say, how is it possible for a change of name or position increase the number of voters? Does this make sense to you, ABS?
Okay, so let me explain again to me senior comrade. We publish data we get for do with just online submission. NAC approve say or for do a hybrid approach to the candidature. You have that online details we send because we knew something to happen there for let the people know, and we also get this chunk of forms them will not be there. What do? Are they not candidates? As I say, Khadija, we had a lot of manual application for ward elections. There was no problem. It's the same thing. All what we do when they come, we don't try for verify them, we begin put them. If you get 10, 5 don't come up Kubola you put. How much they go to 15? Now add the more the input, and it is provided for. Now let people not forget say a political party is regulated by PPRC. Now they don't give you directives. Are we not going to follow them? Now PPRC now tell we even there's a time, even our verification verification process will be done close. PPRC give you directives say the time we want to do elections, so we not do them. Then get concerns, say members, then they will not verify to our existing members. Maybe as a result of complaints they don't go there, even if they are not official out in the area. PPRC directed that we get for another 2 weeks, we open the platform back. So that moment we open the platform, so would you say because your constituency we get 25 people and now temporary wrong candidate, it's illegal? No. Would they follow PPRC? Now PPRC tell we. Say una do manual, and in fact it then a press release system would talk any action they take, any student communicate like this letter as written in the National Secretariat just now, would they put her into public notice, adding to the message of PPRC, or pull her for tell and say, nah, this is on direct way. When PPRC directs on something, they follow.
You say after we Honorable Usman Timbo resigned.
Yeah.
In position as Deputy Secretary General, you come board for support the Secretariat.
Yes, please.
Which means you there at the middle of all the communication, press releases, where they come out now the Secretariat.
Yes,
and all of the accusation there, they go directly to the Secretariat, which means now when I get the questions then for answer, you and the Secretary General. And when our members, don't they accuse the Secretary General, say, he barely answer phone calls or neither attend meetings. So you then at the center of this. How you go assure the membership say you go ensure say una conduct smooth, fair and transparent elections?
Khadija, before I answer that question this Mr. Alex we sit on so a know me small, I be the way and come. When I be the diaspora people will sit down with a question everything with the national executive they do. They say he who feels it knows it. I not be ever know. Now policy has study, but that's theory. I not be ever know the responsibility that would come with leadership. The only leadership now they make me so. Perhaps me come with access or sleep. For let me go take 24 hours. And because now they under strict other way with person tell we say in space of 72 hours or for make accurate returns of both a voter register and then also candidate or list if for day electronic. That's a huge responsibility altogether. So with the Secretariat, they do we best. Sometimes if I they do, even me, people they complain. I'm very good at the phone. But sometimes if I have to put a document, serious documents, would they ANU, would they part different thing? Leadership say, I want these documents. Technical documents. Therefore, look at data and everything. Would you be on the phone and be writing something where they go out? No. You get for it's an opportunity because at that very moment. And if I done this program, I put my phone on, so you see what they see the number of calls I did make clear see people you think say their calls have been neglected. But it's just that it comes a moment where there's a certain thing where they do, or maybe we didn't make embassy with the old meeting, high profile meeting them. I go to come inside the room for cancer calls. No, if you sit down here Lansana Dumbuya. Member will be they talk about 40 or 60,000 membership. So their membership is close to 200,000. You know what I mean? The responsibility, it's more than what be happen. And most of it now, the constitution they operate we deal under a democratic face now the party. Every individual want for ask question for nothing they happen, and those questions are directed to secretariat. I wish like we get secretariat, so we get something they call we get a group of people and then adjust for answer calls, but it comes with cost. We are in opposition, so this is the thing. When I pick the phone, just how they respond. But even those calls, there are certain calls the way they come up from institution, you have to prioritize them. We only leave with members them. Now I make could tell and say we get structures. Some of these questions when they ask, some man just want to engage you. Even when commonize some man they call, hey, that's how we talk, you want to talk. This is a sacrifice we're making. So I am not here to defend Lansana Doumbouya. But if you don't Lansana Doumbouya in two phones them, calls after calls, non-stop for the whole day say net. You know, the work they do right now, Khadija, if not to God the help, even you in a relationship, they become challenged. I did tell you, remember they know this, because you don't have time for yourself. It's a very trying time for the party.
The same other allegations are the same Lansana Doumbouya get for the diaspora.
Yeah.
The US chapter, the Washington chapter, they get concerned say that the article 31 or so now in our constitution give them the power for develop
operational bylaws, yes.
So they don't send them bylaws here to the Secretary General over 1 year, 6 months for the president to NAC. It's according to the information we sit on by them.
Yeah.
And act on them. Then also you go approve a request to somebody make. Maybe sometimes it's simple to give now make the request and say let them divide Washington DC chapter be there as it became Maryland and other states them. Now they don't divide them to but 3 states them.
And I know sorry questions that they come, but you know, not for the person where they ask the question, but for the people who the viewers them. So I am a diasporan. Skade we party now principles then in the fund way. But today the reality don't kick in. APC need for be self-reliance for run the party. And they happen right now. And for even actualize that one day, you get for be very innovative in your thinking. Khadija, to tell you this, I'm a diaspora now, and every diaspora will agree with me. The party gets a lot of districts in the diaspora. But what if it happened before, including my own district when I UK, the membership subscription belongs to the party. As per we constitution. But the party not ever able to lay their hands. Time after time, or something they happen and can't give. Khadija, I go take your card. Just know. I go na cash machine. I go pull 20 or 2,000 and I give you lunch. Now your money. That's money where they put in the diaspora, members them. They know they put her in the name of a district and they put her in the name of the APC. And who side the party register na Sierra Leone? Who side the party they run na ya? But for all these years, now until this national executive wouldn't think again and say, you know what? Let's just go to the diaspora. And we saw that the waiting happen. We know say APC na party wouldn't lack. It gets the party get equity everywhere. The party get this waiting called the money will raise, Alex. And that's make today every activity is funded by members. Members don't become the source of financial generation in the party for raise fund, and the members also are now the conduits where they pass for you possibly forget power. Not when they say they go do this. You don't understand. Now to the diaspora proper. You go surprised for know this. Say now we first go in America as a party before we SLPP. It's not a sequence of arrival, but we are still for know this. And this is the fact. We go there. We don't they follow. And the people who start that Washington, about 50, where they gather the story, about 15 people, these are the PATSU, and all the stakeholders, we come up with the idea, say, let's start na the diaspora. Although it start na UK, but we can America proper. Some man live na Washington, some man live na Maryland, some man live na Virginia. You just take Virginia alone, the landmass, you compare it to Sierra Leone. You don't understand it? So, as time progresses, the number don't grow. And because number don't grow, Alex, just in Virginia, if he left, who side Virginia start, let's say from, like, let's say Orogu Bridge, if not day Freetown start, to the end of Freetown, it drive not less than 6 hours. Do you want every member, at least not just for come up from who side Virginia start and end, you have to come to Maryland when a day most of them day? Are you telling me in this day and age, look at our constituency here, people who there that will be saying they don't meet the threshold for form a chapter, they have to come all the way here? You know, they work in terms of progress. Because some man, the moment we go, it drive in a place we play them very busy. They go and say 2 term, the meetings and them begin lost membership. But if they're there within a locality, trust me, we see improvements. So now one thing, and then also somebody go and ask question: issue of forming chapter, is it in the best interest of the party? Yes. As we speak, except people don't get 24 chapters in America. The 2 can add, now make 6. But when you look at the membership size in the diaspora, Oboku pass them. You know, the only way we'll go able for progress as a political party, that's right where you get Khadija. Let us allow people for exercise them.
ABS, now we come back to the pending issues then.
Yeah.
The one way questions that don't come on Ambassador Petito Bisidon at the same chair outside Sidon.
Okay.
It talk about issues about people where we don't go unopposed, and also new name them come up. Then people are no see they be already they unopposed. All of a sudden, they see people they now come up against them. All of them think say how na plan for resolve them.
So I think the question first why they ask, left APC, no go national elections. Would I declare somebody unopposed, not to ECSL? It's not you. The process they go on. They know you don't go na the polling station yet. How you go declare yourself unopposed?
So how the new names then come up for contest for the position?
I don't tell you say we get hybrid approach into this application. And even of today, PPRC emphasize that we know they drop manual. Me, I never wanted manual because I believe in technology. But there's also good reason for let manual application to happen. If somebody don't apply 10, we with that moment to find out say in that electronic application, problems will not happen. They apply for people who will not to them consent. We have all of this information. We'll put them out. We'll put up a public notice. For now, we'll create that information. People in camp now and say, you know what? Me not a women's leader. I want for be. Make her just learn. Then after that, we'll begin process. Waiting on camp as manual. I did not legit.
So like the manual application
increase.
Yes. We make them people we think say them be the unopposed.
You're not unopposed.
Don't get contending candidates them. We don't close the deadline for applications before this manual application issue come up.
Yes, we did. But closing the deadline no means say we don't process every manual application.
So una been getting manual application and also new one then come up?
Not a new one them. Now me can tell you say it's even a cause for petition. Waiting we rely on. You see, your payments we don't make, Khadija. It was started April. Most of them manuals here, or the manuals we can, some don't pay even on the 15th, on the 12th. From the time we open up, they don't complete. It did it. But because you get for pass from one channel to another, for come, I just don't tell you. If you do inputs electronic, milliseconds, it don't reach.
So I continue for ask you.
Yeah.
But earlier, you say there are certain decisions we not for reach NAC level.
Yeah.
Because from me understanding, NAC na the highest decision making body. Now na party.
Yeah.
So for long na take all the sudden decision there, it not be supposed for go na NAC so every member go understand exactly what's in the happen for avoid this position sound at this so now.
So first of all, we look at registration and they inform the voter register, not so. And then registration also, it gets a very strong link to the candidature list because you have to be registered first or if you don't verify. Okay. You look at the constitution, it's unambiguous. It tells you how you register somebody. And just because somebody make mistake, this is an administrative error on your own side. Now people, not only the input to Khadija, now people in the inputs from the local level, the end users and the inputs, and we cannot change their details. But we don't make mistake, we cannot do anything with the pull them raw, how you put them. Even if you, I don't know, say Alex, now this constituency, if now you put them, now if you can't challenge now, because when I log in for do anything a person in application, the audit trail tells you now ABS at this time, now log in at this is change. It did nobody never for pull them. Now that make you know the church whether you make mistake we put on raw. Now you know they can't tell you say, oh, not to this so, and enough time, Khadija, when people in the argue, for the one who don't do this registration, as you open the platform for register, they tell you say snappy form. It's there. If you want to argue, you they see what he puts. Constituency 005. What this? Now you not get for cancel with the member get rights.
But
so
membership they are aware.
Of course they are aware.
From the onset they are aware say manual application get for come up.
Yes, please. Yes, please. Now they even call for that. Yes, we did. Release. Yes, we communicated this. Everybody know. About otherwise enough for use them. Everybody, and in fact, the other thing will happen. Some people now for no more let them make sure say what they do are the right thing. Then the same electronic copy we don't do. It because it's can say before technology glitch and all that. If they come back and complete a manual for complement that. You know, so if this no day down the day, it's elections. It's this a people that then get some. You have to give the people that kind of platform for let them able for feel comfortable of what they do by rights. What I mean by rights, ideally, when they make a technology, you have to forget a pilot phase. We not be get some. We believe what we don't do, but that not without challenges, Khadija. Not without people. Just because some man made this thing difficult. Me, I not believe this. Also, so be they do. But they get all of them here. I get it. But APC today, you go safe online. A party will don't get traction. If we not get people who they do this research for know which party don't get traction, because of we get thousands of people and the diaspora they log in at that platform, it don't get, as you put APC no more, as you say AP, they see it come up. That tells you party they get traction. All of this thing not a good thing for the party. Trust me, the end justifies the means, because today when you look at the ID card, Khadija, you don't register. You want for no say your subscription don't run out. You don't remember when you be last pay. Flip the card, the side the way you put the app on, you press you scan that barcode, they tell you say Khadija, your money they run this way and guess what you want to do back? We don't also put a capability in the system once they approve them. Automated message they come to you for tell you say Alex, your subscription will run out in 3 months, 2 months, 1 month you don't know. For prompt you so you get for pay. So all of this APC they do, I mean they see the message, they may say, oh, my money run out. So let us appreciate this technology as it is. It is the pride of the APC, and that's just a single thing of waiting the bigger things with this technology gets for elections, Alex.
Another school of thought could say with all this technology when they do, with all this improvement when they do, but to now forget the direction when they move because of elections, now for like favor certain people or maybe people get edge.
So here is the key. If the constitution say registrations shall be conducted by the National Secretariat, of which we not do, everything will send at the field and the district executive. Now in the car request form, then can go, Khadija, how do I know? Post you don't come on us, you don't go, let's say for instance, Kenema districts. Look how big the district they. You give like 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 forms. How do I know that they register? Not to be they pay for the people. Now people they pay for themselves. You don't understand, eh? I don't know them. Even district chairman them. Now then districts. The number don't come. If you look at like a Bombali, we don't get over 25,000 people who don't verify or register. How can you be a district chairman for no 25,000 people? We don't even know their preference. The psyche of every individual in camp of politics is very difficult for read. Even when I register for you, I say, Alex, can't vote for me. Maybe, na salty you see say, now the post way trust, even when they talk to me, You go see yes, ABS Aroyeri on the day of the ballot, you go vote for. Plus, we not pay for, we not help for registration. This is what is happening. Now, me, the answer is very simple, Khadija. Una go don yeri say we do the ward elections. A lot of flag bearers and come. One man is in we not so.
Maybe yes, una go able cause these registration issues without any court case.
I'm very optimistic.
Are your members satisfied?
I am very optimistic. I'm not saying what people in the race so not to legitimate concern, but you look at the wider. When they tell it happen, first of all, Khadija, we'll get people who they frustrate what they tell you. So now try conduct the elections here for we. Few people who they ask questions. Can you leave them? No, you can't. And especially the medium more than they use. What make you bring me in here? Now because of these letters, because we're the area, journalists say they become curious and they form. What's it called a news something worthy for them when bring positive focus. The people who ask, I didn't call in a tower in person na APC. So as Ambassador Petito. And if you talk from a perception based, just from that context, you know how many people who they listen? But the point who they ask is, from all the accusations we don't make, who don't reach today, the ward executives who they elect, I don't know them. I don't know them. Guess who sign me they play me politics na Cambia. I don't even know that win at me ward. I don't know them. Not to everybody they know. Maybe everybody go know you.
The manual application process, we say on a communicate to on a membership through a press release, on a pull for inform them, public notice.
Yes, please.
When will be the deadline?
The manual? No, we not say manual, we say applications, we put a date. Because we begin to say manually, but everybody, in fact.
But if you not justify them, not only bring all of this confusion,
no, it's
on an open new application process with the instruction of the national chairman,
Khadija,
even after the deadline don't pass.
So Khadija, if it wasn't a problem when we get 446 wards, why is it a problem now when we get 132 constituencies? You know why? Now, because this constituency, this is where every contestant, be the flag bearer, everybody's paying attention to it. I just tell you now, a little over 60% of the delegates, they come from constituency. You see how lucrative.
So you just don't bring out why the confusion there. Because if somebody don't get the application done, una all na members of the APC, the person say, for example, Alex not come up for this same position where they come up from. As of now, me one day at this position. All of a sudden, another application process open, people then come and contest for the same position.
So the question where you get for, I just don't tell you. Let's say when the president is fraught with challenges, history must be revisited. Most of us have contested from different cadre of the party. Will not ever get this problem. Will not ever get this problem. We get this problem, first of all, we get a Secretary General. We want to do the things right. Is if we bring a candidate list online. The Constitution will provide them. But we want to make something clear. Khadija, if we get something for hide, why would they put it online? You tell me from a political standpoint. Why would I put? Because the moment you put it online, you'll be judged. People then go look them. For sale, then we could get this conversation. Sade, even the same way the opposition leader in parliament, we be the Secretary General, not the party. Me, I contest regional position the last election. You know who's economic candidates them? Online, flyers. But even on the day where I go put local, neither I go see other candidates them.
So nobody not get right for know that they contest against that.
I'm not saying that it's a best practice. It's a best practice. And that we don't do. The fact that we publish, it's not a bad thing. But also, I don't tell you something very important. We plenary talk about. Would that get consent? Would that get the right for go apply for Khadija? Where Khadija not tell the person apply for me? I tell you, say it don't happen. Why they talk so somebody can come in and challenge you. Now, because the 8th position, listen to this, Khadija, and I say this again for listener, viewers, then listen. The 8th positions at constituency level are very lucrative because they inform delegates. You know what people can do? The one they occupy them now. Some people don't even do. Alex is the constituency chairman. He go apply for Alex as he don't pass 35. He go apply for him for young Congress. He no say he no get for qualify. then they kick you out. When you come for car apply now, then say you don't apply. Is it not proper? We call this complaint say not to you pay. Money has been paid. Not to you pay. No, not listen to Alex. Just as in the registration. Now people input for other people and mistakes are done. Date of birth, they don't get some fine. Date of first registration, the party don't get some fine. We get all of them problems there, so Khadija. But the moment where everybody don't become comfortable, because remember where phone come out, the difficulty, but today, even butting phone people and comfortable, me then able for listening, even voice message, we'll get there as a party.
There's an interesting dynamic side of FONA, ABS.
Yeah.
This current executive where you work with, so
Yeah.
the directives where PPRC been give them for extend their tenure for six months
yeah.
where they elapse August.
Yeah.
And August is just around the corner.
Yeah.
Una still getting huge issues that are hanging on Una.
Yeah.
You see Una for resolve the issues there and conduct all Una elections them ahead of August.
That is what we hope for. But I just don't tell you, we don't do ward elections February 21st, not so. I don't tell you, say the same matter where PPRC we don't kick. The same matter. People in care go back na PPRC, na ICB. ICB kick and they're not satisfied and go back PPRC. Until PPRC say we had enough. What can you do, Alex? You make food for me, I'm hungry. He puts an eye. ABS eats and no eats. Can you force me? You cannot. This is that is democratic rights of people. As so far this constitution is concerned. And this is what the constitution say, Khadija. This H say the Secretariat for publish the data for 21 days. And I say anybody will get concerned over that data, they can file a petition to ICB. So the moment we file a petition to ICB, potentially PPRC. You understand, eh? Because when ICB rule against you on the basis of facts and law, you're not satisfied, it's not the end of the road. You go back PPRC. So whatever, when I see the timetable will be unpublished some time ago, now that will be free. Things will work that way. Politics is a dynamic, it's a fluid process. You cannot control this dynamic. So far, people then they go exploit their chances. I don't see them today, up to this morning. Then to a case, then just like that. As you see the case, you know, say send it to him.
So with all the elements we don't highlight, people don't say the executive line they cause the delay because of some of the things there you don't clarify. We for still would have for blame now the party members them for the delay. Or now the executive.
I am not blaming anyone. I blame the perfect democracy where they operate at the party. Now democracy in the place to Alex. You know APC. How APC carries out the conduct elections. I see them 60 day result in the come out. Yes, there is some alpha problems, but they know because the constitution will provide that way they for go use certain mechanism for quell that resentment day, the results stand. So there you cannot do that, Khadija.
So this current executive, if unable to resolve all of the issues there, conducts the constituency elections, take the party to an NDC, una get new executive and put on a house in order. If unable to meet up that deadline where PPRC step aside? Of course.
But as I say, we're not quite there yet. 24 hours in politics, it's even longer past us all come out. So that's what I'm going to say. Politics, not to something where you go say, oh, let me put this chemical, put calcium in this, I get these results. Not so politics they play. It's a fluid process. It change just like that. We na law-abiding party. And that make we call we. When PPRC direct say the 12 petitions would sit down from 8 until we done them. That is self a directive. If you look at, I don't know about Sierra Leone, the labor law, now they ask me. In certain countries, we even worked till 4 hours, they say forget 20 minutes rest. We sat there from 8 to this morning. And I want to say thank you to PPRC. Because the word we maybe get, them petitions are petitions the way they don't look into, they can't look into our back. PPRC don't be very helpful to the APC. in the sense that they look at petition today, and today they make a decision. Therefore, don't listen to the arguments. We all go na us, then begin look at evidences. But because they affair with this, they really, they approach this thing as an enabling institution. They know the cases because they don't cancel them, they don't see them. And anybody when they rule against, they don't even talk. And guess what will happen? For them to say that the democracy, Karija, somebody be done petition this case na ICB rule against them. It cannot PPRC say he rule against them. Then when I go into another election or something like that, the same matter he petition them. ICB they look into that again. There is never a cut-off point. When ICB, if you're not satisfied with ICB, you're going to PPRC. These are the problem then. If there's going to the new executive when they come in, would you say them problems I know they happen? Of course it happen. Because you know why? It's not the incoming executive. It's not the outgoing executive. It is the democracy where people, maybe I would say some people, if not all, then they do too much. But because the constitution provide for that one day, what can you do? This country blocks business in the OLU. Not so. They see you in the open, the OLU and the OLU also. All and for some of who don't travel. People and they go there, I don't see somebody going to shop, he buy jamba, he meet policeman, they say, can I have a lie? Can I have a liar, please? He ask, he give you. Then they use them. Some places, you know, they use that. The constitution of the APC, it allow all of this for happen. Can you stop people? It's their demo. But guess what will happen? This don't send a clear message to the world. And even to our opponents say, APC is democratic more than any political party in this country. Because we know what happen when we neighbors them they conduct the elections. We know. But today, even we not say you don't get no basis for petition. The constitution provide for that.
Maybe let's not talk about the latest from PPIC. You say on spend the night na PPIC. And when we talk to on a national publicity secretary, we confirm say yes, on our elections no they right last week Saturday 4th. And be hopeful say ona go get them by this weekend. As we speak now, also understand as a party with all the petition cases, then the new one they were gonna PPIC. Waiting how na don't resolve them.
In terms of, first of all, we get a team will be the work throughout the night. And let me say this again. Aside of the newly elected executive, we are transitioning Khadija from analog to digital. If you get a list na Liberty, we tell you, I get different kid of staff. The people who did na the backroom staff, na they name this. Hassan Konse, Abubakar Kamara. These are common names. What's the unique identifier of them people in there? Whether it's telephone number or date of birth, now you go no say you're not talking about Abu Kamara A, Abu Kamara B. The data will be get as existing executive, not just a plain data of names only. So this is a challenge.
So anybody can answer Alex Lawrence.
You don't see the, you see the problem now. So you have to do due diligence.
So what you not do different?
What we do differently, forgo that same way, and we lost with Honorable, may I so rest in peace. We go corner, and not just go for blueberry, sleep corner. They can't sleep from district. Put everybody together. Even factions, the way they compete against each other, what they do on the spot check for make sure say Alex. Now in the organizing secretary. Once we don't pass this phase, we don't lock them into a digital system. Anything we can no more, now just your telephone number, we then put them, it come up. Or your ID number, it come up. So if we want for pull now a delegate list for this meeting and call, it's very, very, very easy. Because we don't time. These things take time. And then the patience and the reality now they tell you so. Because if you not take your time for doam, you conduct elections where they come back in competition. And elections, it cost a lot of money to do. Very, very expensive. This is where we are. And all elections, what they do, Khadija, now party-funded activities. So you have to do the right thing. And even for make you party members them, they no say what you do is not the right thing. Nobody will benefit in the APC at the moment if the right thing is not done. Because to do the right thing is provided for in the 2022 constitution. But then because you're transitioning, it's not going to be a walk in the park. It takes time.
They have the support to see who say flag behind them begin money. Like,
Yeah.
a few of them go give us support.
Yes. For which we are grateful. And I tell you something, somebody writes a letter from overseas. They say, if this person can give una, well, last say, according to what I say, Jagaban give una $80,000 for everything for Prince card. And not to anyone no more. We say, thank you to Ram, Somodu. And other flag bearers, a lot of them contributed. But here is the thing, Alex, what's the cost of we national ID card? Not 145 loans? Something like that. And national ID, not so, 145, something like that. And government said and they subsidize back. So which means the real cost is more than 145. You know what's the cost of ID card? 10 loans for ordinary member. Because we believe in this concept of the party being a grassroots. Now the party for help people for bringing them Canada technology. That card costs only 10 loans for ordinary membership. For honorary executive, 20 loans. For patron, 50,000. That's what the card. So you remember how much money you need for keep the technology, our storage capacity. Now top-notch high-tech companies them outside of Sierra Leone with all with data. 3, because we know they even gamble. If there is problem there, we guess how we go get them. You know, waiting for get a huge data Khadija for storm, how much it cost every month. That's a lot of money. Then if you say you take even the human capital, where they take for just for process one card, that's a lot of money. The Secretariat flew to China with a number of people and for go help for do the process. A lot of money. The 70 loans. Can you get an ID card for 70 loan? A digital card with barcode and everything. Can you get it? The answer is no. So that is the gap. Because now we don't take this decision and now roll out we can't go back and say, no, the money, we have to find way. And that's why we are grateful to them. And on top of that, now they run the party. Every other thing, the other day, when people ask you find way, not to nobody give you the money, now from the accounts, all the money you pay, it's part of the party.
ABS, this process where you did at the front of so now,
Yeah.
and some people don't they make accusations.
It's inevitable.
Of things the way them believe say no they happen right.
It's inevitable.
What if things go wrong? How you able to come out, explain and clear your name, especially where you know all elective position right now, not the Secretariat. You are just there supporting them.
So, first of all, I say if something go wrong, am I in this for if something go wrong? The answer is no. And I tell you why, Khadija. Okay, you might overlook the issue of finances. But for later on a political party, now money for you want, not so Khadija. If we able to keep the finances of the party watertight, Khadija, what more else? What are they do to form? When we don't get this, we can't come and argue, for example, first of all, we say we cannot get all our members to be paying in bank. Mind you, okay, commercial bank, not to all sides of the country there. The national executive sit down and say, find a solution. We're gonna Orange Money. What we do, we integrate our system with Orange Money. So the way you pay, Alex, as you pay milliseconds, you don't show on your card. That is the future for the APC. Because then finances how they raise if you cannot control them. And guess what? That money will be done. Na Orange Money. Even these elections, who they can do so now. Now just a fraction of them. Nobody has control in it. And you know how do them? The contract with Orange Money, anytime the party need a request, who side the money they go straight to the party accounts. And when the money go there, Alex, you have to do what the constitution prescribe for disbursed money. Whether approval, National Secretary General, the Treasurer, and the National Chairman. These are people now. But the good thing is, with money today, would you realize I feel so proud. Khadija, I'm proud as I'm seated here. We do something where we not even roll out it. We say, make we try to create a donation portal in Orange. And Orange is aware about this. We'll not even give publicity to that. We'll just tell few people them. The last time I checked, 48,000 is seated there, then 10 leons. This is the feature for the APC. We have our supporters in markets who want to contribute to the party. They cannot come to the party office. Now this we don't do. So for me, if anybody think negative, now election period, Khadija, sit down for a sec. Before elections, you hear a lot of ABS. One of the journalists, one of the area. But after that word election, they come out. From that moment, you hear anything about ABS? No. It's the moment. Anybody who they can't take this. When I get this call from Ade UK for I can't add this, the late chairman tell me, say ABS, now the most difficult job na party they can't take so. This is the engine of the party. This is where all structures, then they create them. People attack you. People of young contemporaries will think otherwise. Why should this be you? All of these questions. Now politics they play, Khadija. So people will find way for say things. But the work what they do as Secretariat speaks for itself. I know the car for can blow me something. I know it's in this rondo. It speaks for itself. The fact that we don't stabilize the finances, there is now financial stability in the party. Nobody no get answer them. We need for clap for ourselves as a party. Waiting, we opponents around do. Lately, me and the national chairman now, we go for one program. IGR and the invites we. The Secretary General of SLP was there. You know, it just be the cheese way. Ask what's your membership capacity. Now through this membership, Alex, we find out the APC is loved 10 times past SLPP on the basis of membership capacity.
But even I get about 200,000.
Yeah.
SLPP is saying Mambu. Well, I know Mambu is saying they get over 2 million.
So if Mambu say, then he say they support us. I'm talking about active members.
I need to talk about like statistics.
Well, me don't do a program now. I don't go na event a program where they invite we and SLPP. But not so Mambu go. Now the chief administrative officer of SLPP. Una can contact IGR. It be the chief way. How large is your membership? It starts 100,000. Now the first ask 80,000. It can't say to the number. I know they can't speak to a number now. So, but I had. And right there now, I say, hey, pa. I say, well, we popular pass now. Pension laugh. I say, we number it past 10 times. And if I don't go PPS, I brag. Say, we don't get 10 times past SLPP. This is opposition. If people fall in love for the party, you get this high number. And I tell you, Alex, now for the elections, so we quiet down something. People love our ID. People want to feel part of the party. And more so this technology, a lot of people who don't be supporters with the transition in Khadija. So active membership, that is the future for APC. Because then people then contribution when they pay, that 5 loans, it's enough. If you go UK, there's a Tesco. They say you look at them bag, they say every little penny helps. And then they help the party so now. Not to big pockets now they push the party. So now the members them.
Let's talk about the PPRC outcome when Khadija.
Okay. So on top of my head, Akintobe, I was part of the conversation. Because then concerns I don't come Khadija. PPRC don't see them letters there. So I say this now legitimate concerns. But whether the way they've been worded is the reality of what happened, let's leave that now. I don't explain for let people understand. And then the petitions, they will come back. PPRC, they look at how quickly we're able for actually done with that and make sure say we are properly ready for Saturday. You have to think about IMC and deployments and everything. For when you talk about budgets, we've taken care of that for IMC. The plan is there. But at any time where members then go, whether it's right or wrong, it changes the dynamics of everything because it's their consumer rights. Then this issue of chapters, in the wisdom, candidature, in the wisdom of PPRC, they acknowledge that in their directive. They say it's not provided for in the APC constitution. However, the court said the Public Elections Act, they say we'll not publish them. Then give you 7 days to elections. 7 days for publish.
All candidate list.
And the data 7 days. So it's a catch. In terms of the context of it, I left for another program. I want ladies in common for people and take them for what it is. So people don't talk this. And then when we publish this now, because Honorable Usman Abdullah Timbo, we don't also write a letter. So we, PPRC, for say, anything say, the party, the opposition. And that's for me, it's a very genuine call. They say, what's it want in the advice for it happen? At when these applications then close, we give the data to IMC. When I then get the constitutional authority for conduct election, IMC would now go through the data, and I make us say when people they say, then don't go unopposed. You don't declare yourself unopposed because not so you get the constitutional authority for saying now you don't win. Now IMC now get some. Doing it, you don't beat gone. Because data not even come to it in totality where you take into consideration of the manual application. So if we give IMC don't go through the data, then final say, okay, Khadija in seats, nobody no apply. They can now declare the person unopposed. But hang on a minute, you're in a contest. These are boxing. They're saying at 12 rounds. And there's no clean punch. I go declare yourself as the winner. If the ref not tell you say you don't win. I know it's the ref, not IMC. So for me, I think that was too quick for the person say in come on oppose. You're not. Until IMC says so. And then PPRs don't make them very clear. IMC forgets a free hand. And I want to say this here. Because a lot of them petitions will get also, they get for do with we own, we will behave as members of the Khadija. Ward elections, now for people who contest na ward. We involvement day as members Khadija because every member they vote na ward. But also this one na constituency elections. These are not flag bearer elections. I know the politics. Now they the delegate they start. But I want to remind members them, and I want to be in record. PPS don't repeat them. A lot of stakeholders them we get away with that. The directive was IMC should have a free hand in the conduct of election. Nobody not for interfere. But with the CG, so when they say elections, some man they all the way in what day? A stakeholder or flag bearer or will be flag bearer because not get flag bearer it they move with people them go under because of political interest. We supposed to go happen there because once they move with the group, this guy now a tense moment. So all we are saying, if you know the votes now any constituency, don't go there. We have a constitution of the APC. Nobody know for do something. The causes of discipline. Let people then go read the constitution. If you do something where at least you do something like I don't want to use the word as the constitution puts them, but you do something where we say inimical to the objective of the party, you can be disciplined for that. Nobody's bigger than the APC. Now we gonna part na PPRC Khadija. When PPRC rule for that day, I no move go no side. Because if ABS pass there now, it's very easy for say, oh, we say I pass here, I no go no side. What's the good another place we be say I not get nothing for today. Yes, journalists and other private entity and can go observe stakeholders, but let us do it in a minimal way. Team up and watch. Not to they tell IMC outside for put box, waiting for do this. You don't. This is not our elections. If you get for contest in a district, wait for your time. If you get for contest as a special organ, wait for your time. But this is the problem also, get with them petitions there so. We don't see people and they go on a stage, now look stations them, or then they go do acts where ABC, not call for elections. These elections will be very, very much different. Because the delegates, somewhat are just 30-something, 40, we know who should be there.
So now don't know the petition at PPRC.
We don't know.
So
the only thing, now just correct myself, we get 2 way PPRC for go rule. Because then we tell the petitions for count evidence. As of that time we see done, the evidence not reach the threshold. But then still give them. You see how PPRC they encourage members them, give them, if you want for proof your case, I for don't rule now, but go back and give you hours for work out the evidence if you get.
Then una forget election this weekend. If they rule everything today, the election will go on.
Well, I wouldn't say the election will go on, because if you look at the directive of PPRC now, today is Thursday, isn't it? Okay, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we've been given 72 hours for return the data.
To PPRC?
No, not necessarily to members. Put on our website, go put on that district party office. So that tells you automatically say elections will not hold for this Saturday.
So they postpone them back.
Not we they postpone them. As I just tell you, Alex.
Technically, the election
Technically,
will
yes. All of them postponements, not we. You know, I don't know if you don't hear a lot of talks around. Some people they say we don't want this executive to conduct these elections. When somebody about that, he say no one less I don't go before. If they do something for wreck the country. But they see people in the do.
So now the executive, the people like the issue to make all.
I'm not saying everybody, but let me say this. Now me represent the Secretariat for defend every petition up to this morning. All what you have to imagine, all them barrage of petitions. When a petitioner sit down before me, I dey read the petition, I just know that not to write them. Plain and simple. So man, you ask them for the substance of in petition, the prayers. It tells you. So we there at a point now where people can get for access of a question. This is what I always say to people. We all get interest. Alex, I lost elections in Port Loko, I not die. I wanted the diaspora position, I not die. God bring this time, even when it comes with a lot of sacrifice, I don't left. Always I do na the UK, I the work I'm not paid. For the what I do for the party. So because I love my party and I love the country. So now, what does it take now? This is the big question. To be a flag bearer, you do them in a way where it be say every other flag bearer know they forgive you. And mark you, every flag bearer don't build, it don't make a lot of political capital across the country. So for me, what is important, the reason why they say this, the post flag bearer, the NDC, peace consolidation. And I know for name of flag bearer. I don't talk about it in a high level meeting. I say if I get for loss and can't support you, I no say now the right thing ain't happen. So even the attitude when we get towards this game, trust me, would have gone Max saying I need to do flag bearer. Not they change that career. No matter what you do.
So with all the planning, so with all the technology, with all the transparency on our for the democratic process on our for, I'm going to show our support for clean, transparent, and fair flag bearer election.
As it happens in the world, two things that end up happen. The fact that anytime, even if you look at development theories, there was a research where World Bank be writes before good governance. Check it online. How good governance come as something for which it is today. One of the things they wouldn't point out say for they get good governance. One, the people and for be the source of wealth creation. In other words, which they tell we need to forget a middle class. Any country gets a very sustainable middle class, you don't need a very firm trajectory. For let you be financially self-reliant and other things them. The next thing they say the people should be the source of power. Now it don't happen at APC. Today, we don't get people them. Now they bring money for spend for the party. When they go cry, if you give we will take and want some more. Because for run a party is very expensive, Alex. We want some and we ask for it, we beg as a day, let they help we for run this party, but because it's a member-led, that is the level playing field. So nobody, not just land Khadija. Nobody no interfere in award elections. They don't elect the elections. Now they come to constituency, level playing field with the delegates who supposed for the day. Them do it just no, then go to the election. Again, interest go elect you. Nobody know they call them for says you do this. You don't go elect you. Western call. You go districts, delegates form. You don't done. Nobody know. Come say you go do this, and I then what executive like before. I want none of people when they do this. It's up to them. And I kid you not, our delegates are no longer fools. They know the state of the country. They need a flag bearer who go before can do something for this country change. I'm very confident when the time comes, Khadija, the delegates then go make the right decision at APC. So that the kind of level playing field don't get. So
with all the tasks there with PLC don't give now, when you the foresee on a go all constituency elections, yeah.
As per the directive, when people has not tell we say this that will not just no say they happen. But waiting go tell you say the constituency election they all the next weekend. And in fact, there's no law we tell this way, we're not for all week deal. Not for we think about we people them. Some man they doing half business, getting so they do. Weekend, now we all know say it's acceptable. And then also the availability of certain centers them. Some of them are schools. You need to get them available during weekend. So I anticipate say the next weekend we do them. But waiting go no say we get for do them. Now every ruling, because when people have to tell you say do why, there's no if no buts. And we've always done it. When people have to tell you say do this, we do them. Fine, we pay. Una do this, we don't do them. Una call us sit down from 8 to whatever until we done, we went. And that's one for that I speak. Today, the National Secretary General and other people way administratively inclined don't even volunteer say we all go park in a party office, open what's it and call, fix this problem quick. I see we done them. And in fact, the way they do them, in some of them district there, so you get 2 camps. In most cases. Khadija the day, Alex the day, we sit down, project the data, concern, fix them, done. They go on our website or then generator then give now. Now the data ain't done so. It's not something they create. We don't have that part. Now we know what they generate, but the data don't create itself. We don't get ward elections. We don't get constituency election. Maybe now the constituency sign they will get small waiting and call because as I just don't say this now, that name will come up from an ordinary list. We just get name. Now that due diligence. So for me, it better not to fix her now than we go do something where people in the go challenge. Khadija.
All right, many thanks, Abubakar Kagbo, where you come and clarify all of the accusation and counter accusation on our secretariat, especially one we get for do with the voters list, the candidate list, and all of that. So as you know from Abubakar, still they PPRC, they not donate with some of the petitions, and then get 2 more, right?
2 more. Where
PPRC need for.
Welcome out. They go the streets and be say 10 o'clock. So like I'm 1 minute late.
I just structure na UAE.
UAE. When we don't get people who don't call na UAE. So let's see normal people in. Then they call different countries. As I said here, plenty of people they don't express interest. And one day the party gets a footprint if we able everywhere in the world. That makes the APC a better and an institution where go stand the test of time.
The earlier on they said the chapter on around scatter na America. Somebody go drive like 6 hours. Somebody they challenge say no sign how they go drive which 1 hour say.
Now, okay. If let somebody tell you, I not today America, but you see, I test this now. Go online. Just try first. May get the let's say Virginia alone, and just put you do online. Do this. Maybe I go carry back. It's not me. There's a chapter will go form side and called Thunder Bay. Thunder Bay for Comot Toronto, and this nobody not for tell me I've worked there. I've been working as a freelance. I've worked there, Khadija. If you fly from Toronto to Thunder Bay, it's 2 hours. So you tell me, Alex, who's I plane fly for 2 hours? Not a long distance. If you drive, it's 17 hours. 17 hours from Toronto to Thunder Bay. If you have members in Thunder Bay, do you want them to, and they don't reach the threshold? Come on, within that in districts. It's easier for, and Canada is a very, very, very serious case. Even Khadija, then district elections, so they can't get time. We get a leadership who they think. If you're going to conduct a district convention at Khadija, every delegates at constituency level, therefore can vote. Canada case will be very challenging. If you go come out like a BC, you go come over Vancouver, you come out. If let's say in Toronto, now they do election. How many hours? 8 hours on a flight. It's more than for Como UK for Kaya. This is where technology they play. You know, what is not realistic is not realistic.
All right, CBS. Many thanks for joining me this morning for can clarify all of the issues there. That's now for the APC Secretariat. We'll be there this morning for clarify certain concerns and where they member them they raise, especially with campaign delegates list, candidate list, and other things them we get for do with the entire new system where they don't introduce now APC for securitize and go fully digital on the membership drive. Now they end this edition of Breakfast Show. Musa Okoma and Michael Ayino Conte that they support the production team for bringing this edition come to you. Mina Khadija Bangura, they say have a good day.
And Mina Alex Lawrence Koma, they wish you a blessed day.
Fitonians, dirty must go. And just like how for property rates and business license, FCC not the deal with cash, the service providers themselves on behalf of FCC not the deal with cash. So for you dirty must go, if you did any sign of return except the Central Business District when at Block 6, you did use the Smart Cities app. If you did at Block 6, you did use the Dirty Box app. Dirty must go, cashless.
City Castle and they want City Castle and they want
The world, they move fast, especially in the social media space. Every second, plenty things they happen, but waiting actually you they look for. Interesting story then at the social media where they shape your life. So, not waiting they happen at the problem, but how it affects you. Welcome to Trends. Also, we they bring you the real story them behind the social media noise. From technology, we don't take over the office them, to see them where they happen to we every day. We they dig deep, ask the hard question them but then story here. Join the conversation with me and my panelists them. 12 o'clock every Wednesday now all the Liberty Online TV platform them.
Watching Liberty Breakfast Show on Liberty Online TV.